Bueno, gente, pues espero que se oiga todo bien. De momento vamos a estar así hasta que quede poquito. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué pasa, Vladi, tío? ¿Qué tal estás? ¿Cómo lo llevas, compañero? Puede ser que se oiga bajito, sí, puede ser. Puede ser que se oiga bajito, sí. Aunque yo el audio lo tengo a tope, ¿eh? Yo el audio, vamos, más alto no lo puedo poner. Buenas tardes, tío. Bueno, pues vamos a estar viendo el Summer Game Fest. Vale, la primera vez que hago un directo de este estilo. No, iba a ser un vídeo reaccionando. Hoy vamos a ver el Summer Game Fest. Es una especie de E3 de los que había antiguamente, que hoy en día ya no hay. Pero bueno. Mira, vamos a hacer una cosa. Hola, Naika. Vamos a hacer una cosa. Vídeo. Espérate. Ya te veo ya, si te estoy viendo, Reyes. Dios, cómo se ven los bichos.
Sleep, is he? The plowing plonker. Break me
Este se
pearlies on
supone
this
que es un
blasted pitman
vídeo.
and
Es
tract.
que no sé por qué no se oye.
Where's Fear the dry room? Oi, the devil's on me!
¿Vosotros lo oís? Vamos a verlo, sí. Pero estoy intentando que se oiga este vídeo y no se oye. Yo no lo oigo. ¿Vosotros oís algo? Yo no oigo nada.
Sleep, is he? The ploughing plonker. Break me pearlies on this blasted pit-ridden tract. Where's fear not dry room? Aye, the devil's out there! Just running from!
Pues yo no lo oigo. Yo voy a poner los bichos más pequeños, tío. Si no... Pues yo no lo oigo. Tócate las narices. ¿Por qué no lo oigo si yo hoy lo oía bien? Si es que encima lo he probado con Agrungi, tío.
Salt.
Eso sí, no me digáis que no. ¿Cómo os flipan cómo se ve la foto?
Almost had me fooled.
Si es que de verdad se va a ver así, es increíble.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, and welcome to the State of Unreal at Unreal Fest Orlando. We're here to show you what's next with Unreal Engine and so much more. We are thrilled that you're able to join us. Thank you. But first things first, I'm here with Sebastian and Kitek from CD Projekt Red. We have a lot to talk about. Hey, guys.
Hey. Thank you, Wyatt. Thank you, Wyatt, and hello, everyone. With The Witcher 4, we're stepping things up. And to do that, we needed the right partner. One that truly understands that great open-world games are all about art and technology coming together.
Yeah, and look, our goals are completely aligned here. And around the launch of UE5, your awesome team at CD Projekt Red announced a collaboration to make open-world development in Unreal even better.
¿Qué estamos viendo? Pues estamos viendo y yo intentando hacer que funcione el audio, porque yo no lo oigo, vosotros sí, pero yo no lo oigo.
I think we should take a look at it. You guys ready?
Born ready. Kitek is going to play the build for us.
Sure, let's do it.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Vamos a ver el Summer Game Fest, a ver si consigo...
It's running on a standard PlayStation 5 at 60 FPS with ray tracing. So in the game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher. She explores the world and hunts down monsters for coin. The region we are in is called and you'll get to explore it.
Esto es el de Witcher 4.
Right now, Ciri is investigating the monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village.
No te digo que hoy no sabéis de nada.
All right, everyone.
Me tapáis pantalla, tío.
Let weeds be weeds, Kelpie.
So just like Geralt and Roach, Ciri has her own loyal companion.
We return to town.
These two characters need to feel
No se
like
oye.
one. Since you're gonna
Yo no lo
explore the
oigo.
world on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
Yeah, and to support that, we're introducing multi-character motion matching in Unreal. So Siri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized when mounting from any angle and speed. And we also support root motion movement on Kelpie,
pero yo no.
so
Vosotros
controlling
sí, pero
her
yo no.
feels realistic and grounded. And there are also some really nice improvements to our Unreal
Yeah, pero yo
Chaos
no.
Flesh Solver and these machine-learned deformations. So you've got realistic muscles moving and stretching
No
under
fumo.
Kelpie's skin without compromising the performance there.
So
Vale, ahora,
let's leave
ahora.
Siri
Ya
behind
está, ya
for a
está.
second and talk about the world itself. So
está, ya está,
much
ya está.
of the Witcher world is natural, organic, especially Kovir with its dense forest and wild nature.
Yeah, and wild nature is hard. And with nanite geometry, we've freed artists from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do. And foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle. So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage. And in order to achieve gorgeous foliage density everywhere, while still being memory efficient, fast to render, we believe that a new idea was needed. So instead of the same card approach we've been using for the past 20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle. And the old LOD tricks of the past, they needed a complete rethink. And in their place, it's a new adaptive voxel representation in nanite. It's volumetric, it's fully 3D, it is super fast to render. And these dense clusters of triangles turn into these cubes, which at a distance, they're no larger than a pixel, and they react to the changing light of our dynamic sun and our shadows, and they allow artists to
Sí.
the amount of foliage is needed to achieve their vision without compromise.
And no compromise means how ambitious we are when it comes to bringing our vision to life with incredible.
Pero quiero bajar yo el
More
sonido.
than that, together with Epic, we created faster way to load the world. We can now bring in more
Para mí.
content more quickly for the smoothest possible experience as we fly down to catch up with Siri. Welcome to Valdrest. So Valdrest is a port town, a hub for fishing, trade and mining. It's one of those places where you can meet shady characters or overhear gossip from other lands. It's also where Ciri took on her current contract.
La Virgen. Chico, que soy nuevo en esto.
Helping her explore the marketplace and food. I'm so excited we can finally show you some of this stuff. Let's see what Valdrest has to offer.
Vale, a ver, tenéis que tener en cuenta de que el Summer Game Fest empieza en punto. ¿Vale? Poner una cuenta atrás y cuando pongan esa cuenta atrás a falta de un minutillo lo ponemos, ¿vale? Es lo normal tener un oso negro en mitad de un pueblo, es lo normal.
Guys, notice how responsive the world is. Character actions directly affect what happens around you, sometimes even setting off chain reactions. Everything is working together. Oh, look at this poor gentleman being taught how to fly by an angry innkeeper. That's what happens when you cheat at Gwen.
Oye, Fogoferos, ¿qué tal con el Shadows, tío?
Okay, so this is the guy who gave the street quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
You're off your tits again, Wilfred. Get your ass up.
A typical day's toil.
Who in? Witcheress. What news of my wagons? No eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well,
Me alegro, me alegro. ¿Has tenido gente?
Not one speck. I presume this comes as no surprise to you. Now. Kavir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
Shush, shush, shush.
The manticore that flattened your cart and devoured your men? Quite the opposite.
Manticore. No, no.
La categoría ya, pero es que no sé qué categoría poner, tío.
Well, Siri decides
Yo he puesto Just Chatting, nada más.
it's the character technology that powers this marketplace. Why don't we listen in on these fishmongers? They're selling their wares.
Ah, pues guay, tío.
Catch this in. We'll find none fresher.
Ladies after one of those.
Get this cleaned and gutted for you. You mind, dearest? Into seeing something more. Got mackerel cod, all Braxton's finest.
And there is
Sí, es un evento, sí.
play here. Even in a simple market stall, metahuman tools, improved Unreal smart objects, chaos cloth, and more.
Yeah, and all of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Siri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right, but also authenticity. They should react to changes in the world around them.
But the prisoner in Pillory isn't exciting enough for Valdrest. Let's grab everyone's attention with a circus. But the great performance deserves a huge crowd though. Let's crank it.
¿Qué tal, Iván, tío?
So you are seeing tons of optimizations here to many of Unreal systems, including an entirely new Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game thread. Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents.
Ahora lo miro.
And
Es que a través del teléfono, con la nueva manera que lo han puesto, no tengo ni puñetera idea de dónde hacerlo.
systems that your players
No
expect,
tengo ni idea.
empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
You are right. That's the open world RPG that we're making. But before we wrap up, how about one final check-in with Siri? We are making this game to be the most immersive and ambitious open world Witcher game ever. And we are making this a reality thanks to
La verdad que se ve que flipas, eh. Otra cosa es que luego ya...
together is going to bring in a new
No lo tengo ahora mismo.
RPGs, and I'm so proud of what we accomplished so far.
Ah, el gestor del móvil.
So we're almost done, but before we go, here's a small gift for all Witcher fans.
Sí.
A first look at La Nexeta.
Onward, Kelby. We've worked.
Sí. Ahí dale al lápiz. Y tú cállate. Cojones.
Que vas a ser tú, porque yo me voy a desnudar y nos vamos a quedar sin canal y tú vas a decir.
Sí,
Bueno.
Me da bastante igual.
Un día.
Pero bueno. Un minuto, Enrique, un minuto.
Un minuto. Persona 4, re 2 puntos fritos. Sí, esto lo vamos a ver el domingo.
Sí.
Bueno, lo dejamos como está y ya tomamos algo. Tampoco creo que pase nada. Bueno. Vale. Sí, he visto lo del lápiz, sí. Pero vamos, que me da igual. O sea, no... No voy a dejar así. Bueno. No, no sale nada, tío.
Please welcome
Esto es una puta mierda.
the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Ahora que dice el pavo este.
I love the energy. I love the energy. Welcome to Summer Game Fest, a showcase to celebrate what's new and next in video games. Now, every year, we have the distinct honor of coming together to spotlight the boundless creativity that defines our industry. Thank you all for joining us and giving us your time. And special thanks to Dante. I was reading my feed this morning and saw that he canceled a date and he hopes I don't disappoint him. Dante, we're going to do our
Ah, bueno, si para la lengua de signos parece bien.
really fun show.
Otra cosa es que se pongan a hablar en letra, en idioma inclusivo.
A whirlwind tour of dozens of games from studios.
Vale, Rungi, tío. Gracias.
From Lego bricks to puppets, zombies to Marvel heroes, this show has a little bit of everything, including, yes, some brand new game announcements. Gotta have some of those. Now, before we dive into
Sí. ¿Qué pasa, que es él?
recognize just how dynamic our industry has become. Here's a look at the top 10 selling new games on Steam.
Oye, ¿pero hay alguno que tenga los subtítulos en castellano?
Lots of great games. Now, the list includes beloved franchises, but sitting proudly at number one with over 13 million units sold since February.
Gracias.
A
Gracias.
groundbreaking indie game crafted by a passionate team of just 10 people at Semiwork in Uppsala.
Bueno, esto va a tardar como unas 2 horas.
Trailing it is Schedule 1 from TVGS, a solo developer in Australia. It's inspiring that these indie creations stand side by side with heavyweights like Monster Hunter Wilds and the Oblivion remake. Absolutely. Now let's also applaud Claire Obscure from Sandfall. Okay.
Muchas gracias a Rungi por esos pitazos.
At the end of the year, we're not there yet, but it is a monumental achievement.
Repito, si alguien sabe de un directo que están los... que no sea un canal de nadie, ¿vale? Que tengan los títulos en castellano, que me lo diga, por favor.
Projects emerge from outside the traditional publisher system. That's something to celebrate. But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year, more than double from 2020, the challenge now is discovery. And that's precisely why events like Summer Game Fest, our partner showcases happening all weekend long, and initiatives like the Steam Next Fest are so essential. These events help remarkable games, big and small, find their audiences. And hopefully, if you're watching this show, you'll discover your next favorite game. So, in that spirit, let's kick things off with a game from an independent studio who is thinking very big. In 2017, 4 developers broke away from AAA publishers to chart their own course.
Pues es una pena, ¿eh?
They're a thriving independent studio of 30 creators. And what you're about to see is a powerful testament to what passion, freedom, and a small, dedicated team can achieve. Let's take a look at our first new game announcement.
Ya, me imagino. Ni ponen, tú. Ni hay, tío.
You're a weapon, child.
Oye, lo de la música al ritmo de de las hostias me parece espectacular. Me parece increíble. Claro que... Ese cabezón me recuerda a... Me recuerda a al del mono. El cabezón es enorme. Mal. Mortal Shell 2. Se ve muy bien, 2026. Pues se ve guapo, tío. No es de mi estilo, pero se ve bonito.
Didn't that look great? Well, we got lots more to come. But right now, the end, the Nexus War, Galactus fight, or even live at Risky Reels. Over the years, Fortnite has innovated with mass scale.
A ver si saca algo Santa Mónica o algo, tío. Joder.
Fortnite is set to do it again across console, PC, and phones. The Death Star's super laser is charged and ready to decimate the Battle Royale island. But there's still hope. You and your friends can join the fight. Here's the first exclusive look.
Hablando de Fortnite, ¿sabes?
The brand new live event, Death Star Sabotage.
Que saquen el Battlefront 3, déjate de hostias. Batallas galácticas. ¿Va a haber batallas en el aire? Lo más parecido a Battlefront.
Who is set to release his latest project in just a few short weeks. With each of his games, he pushes the gaming medium in bold new directions, and we are honored to have him with us for the first time at Summer Game Fest in person. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the great Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Hideo Kojima, chaval. Esto empieza fuerte,
Aki, great to see you. Mr. Kojima, here we are. The world tour begins at Summer Game Fest. It's great to have you here. We are so excited for DS2.
Bueno, que yo no he jugado al Death Stranding, o sea que no.
You've worked for many years on this project. What do you hope players take away from DS2 when they play it later this month?
DS1 が出た後にコロナになったので、
Well, we hit the pandemic after we released
僕ら皆さ
DS1.
んコロナを体験したと思うので、
Everyone experienced
コ
the
ロナを
pandemic.
体験した中での
So,
新しいつながりというか、
I wanted to
それをも
show
う一度ゲー
something
ムをプレイし
new
ながら、
connection
考えていただきたいと
after
思い
we
ます。
faced the pandemic. So I want everyone you to think about that when you play this game.
Okay, well, talking about playing the game, it's coming out later this month, but right now I know you prepared a special exclusive clip for SGF. Let's take a look at this.
はい、
Vamos a ver.
Welcome. Have a seat. Over here, please.
Tome asiento.
No smoking, please.
No fumes, por favor.
So you are Neil Varner.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? For living?
I'm a porter.
So thank you. We're good for the day.
Okay. Thanks.
Neil.
What?
So you made it then?
Sorry.
You really don't remember me.
The girl. You're alive.
¡Ah! ¿Qué pasa, ganchito, máquina?
So much mystery. Well, that was a clip from the game, a cutscene. We saw a first glimpse of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here. Tell us a little bit more.
Sí, pero yo estoy un poco perdido, Vladi, porque yo no he jugado al 1, entonces...
In DS2, it's a very important character. Neil and Lucy. I can't really say because there'll be spoilers, but you saw the cancer mark on both of their hands. So they have this deep connection and reveals throughout the story. And last time on DS1, we have Cliff, who was played by Max. And of course, by story.
No sé si estos son personajes nuevos, no tengo ni idea.
But this time, Neil will be playing like the role that Max did for DS2 this time. And Cliff was a very popular character, but I think we have to kind of top that character. So Luca Marinetti was a great actor, and I think it was great. He did a great performance, so I think you'll like this new character, Neil, too. Well, the game's going to be out in 20 days, so I'm not going to give any spoilers, That's what I brought today.
But there is more to share, and you won't have to wait very long to learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you tune into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by many members of the cast. He'll be sharing a new demo of the game, live gameplay demo, alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker, and I'll be there hosting it. And let's just say this is not the last that you've seen of Neil this weekend, and we'll leave it at that.
Yes, I'll show you the gameplay scene of Neil. So hope you will join us Sunday too.
Excellent. All right, thank you so much. Hideo Kojima, everyone. Great to see you, Mr. Kojima. Thank you.
¿Han hablado como de una demo?
And now I'd like to introduce my co-host for Summer Game Fest. She's along for the party, a veteran games journalist on GameSpot and the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Lucy James.
Bueno, no tengo ni idea de quién es esta mujer, ¿eh?
Summer Game Fest. I am so excited to be here this year. Thank you for having me. Now, we are honored to reveal an exciting new project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark. Here you can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead massive armies into epic-scale battles, as narrated by actor Tom Hardy.
Thou shalt not kill. So the priests tell us.
Tom Hardy.
So the Lord commands.
Había parecido escuchar su nombre, pero digo...
But ambitious men do not listen. I sought no war, but war found me.
¿Cómo me está poniendo esto? No sé qué será, pero vamos.
I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one ending. I shall find no peace on this road.
Ya veían algo a través de esos cascos que llevaban, tío. Forja tu destino.
But that's just my story.
¿Qué es esto, tío?
Go write your own.
Pues me mola lo que veo.
That was a very cool new project in a brutal European medieval world. Now it's time to hang on to the edge of tomorrow. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is a thrilling new entry in the legacy of racing action games within the Sonic franchise. Crossworlds brings other worlds and familiar faces to Sonic Racing, including surprise guest characters being revealed here at SGF for the first time.
Sega. Bueno, de momento me ha apuntado el Chronicles. Bueno, para la gente que le guste, la verdad que se ve muy bonito.
We'd like to introduce the man behind the creation of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm honored to be here to talk about our latest Sonic Racing game. Sonic Racing Crossworld is the next generation of the Sonic Racing series, developed by Sonic Team and the Sega Arcade Racing Team. You can feel brand new experience from the new future travel ring, which you can warp in the race. Also, unlike another kart racing game, this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking. So you can race against all of your friends across all of the platform. Lastly, I have one more thing I'd like to show everyone here today. Take a look inside of the travel ring.
Minecraft and Sonic. I guess you could say, you gotta go craft. Well, I gotta laugh. That's all I want. That's all I want. Next, we're excited to reveal a brand new action RPG from Bandai Namco Studios. Embark on a journey across a dark fantasy world and uncover a vast story that eclipses time.
time. For some, it heals. For others, it wounds. And for our world, it promises only oblivion. Our hopes lost long ago. But you have the power to change all of this.
A mí ese tipo de juegos como que no me va. No sé vosotros, pero a mí no. No me terminan de convencerte. Hay que decir que nunca he jugado a este tipo de juegos, entonces. Pero no sé, ¿no? La temática. No sé. Cody Bay. Epic Games. Yo no me hago para jugar a estos juegos, tío. Me cago en estos juegos. Mira que se divide en dos, tú y todo. Qué asco, tío. End of Abyss 2026. La verdad que el diseño que tiene el juego se ve espectacular,
That was End of Abyss, the debut title from Malmo, Sweden-based Section 9 Interactive, an atmospheric action-adventure game coming in 2026 to the Epic Games Store and consoles. Next, we'll step into the black and white world of rubber hose animation with Mouse PI for Hire, developed by first-time developer Fumi Games and published by PlaySide, releasing later this year. Here's a quick new look at the game and the reveal of a familiar voice.
There's something rotten at the heart of Mouseburg.
Crooks beware. Detective Pepper's in the house.
There are those who have bent the city to their will.
Cómo me recuerda a los dibujos que había antiguamente, tío.
To save it.
They won't even know what hit them. Oh boy. Here we go.
Este año llega.
Another role for Troy Baker. All right, that's not all from PlaySide. Now comes the announcement of another ambitious project from this independent Australian developer. We've been talking to them for a while about this project, which builds on their recent launches of Kill Knight and Age of Darkness. But this takes things to a whole new level. It's a premium, real-time strategy game built for PC based on one of the most iconic fantasy franchises in the world. Any guesses? Let's take a look.
Ah, el Juego de Tronos. Que la está petando, por cierto.
You may think you know how the game is played. But this is not the game you know.
La verdad que está muy bien que que tengan las mismas caras, Está muy bien, porque al final es como en el juego de los Vengadores, por ejemplo, que las caras pues son de que les dé la gana. Y oye, por lo menos
This is your legacy.
madre.
You decide who wins and who dies.
Bo. ¡Ostras, tú!
Game of Thrones. War for Westeros.
El año que viene, para la gente que está jugando Juego de Tronos, yo que no lo voy a poder jugar, tiene muy buena pinta.
Action adventure RPG.
The great Silkovsky once said, one could count 1,000,000 billion suns in the known universe. So why do we deny other intelligent beings? It is said, if they were out there, they would have visited Earth.
Comentarme, chicos, lo que os está pareciendo.
My answer is, maybe they will visit us. But time has not come yet for this. The dawn of a new era. The era of atomic heart. 2.
Voy a quitar la música porque me van a reventar el directo. Pero bueno. Es por saco. Mira. Dios. Atomic Heart, no juega al uno, no juega a ninguno.
That's right, Atomic Heart 2 is in active development at Munfish on Unreal Engine 5, a spiritual successor to the first game with a retro-futuristic world on a global scale, and this time there's a greater emphasis on RPG elements and player freedom. But that, believe it or not, is not all from Munfish today.
Is it recording?
It's in the sky, a giant cube. I can still barely believe it myself. When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know? I felt that same fear, though. A terrible sense of my own powerlessness. How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it?
¡Qué guapo!
It revealed itself. What if it was always there and we've only just started to see it?
Joder con la señora, tú. Ah.
Cute little guy. The Cube is yet another new project from Munfish, an MMORPG shooter set in the Atomic Universe on a massive levitating cube you can see there, where the edges are constantly rotating to create unique gameplay combinations that are ever evolving. All right, let's jump into the Marvel Cosmic Invasion universe. The new retro beat-em-up coming to PC and consoles this holiday with multiplayer fun for up to 4 players. You can pick between 15 Marvel characters to play, but so far, only 7 have been revealed. Well, now it's time to meet the next 2.
Ah, qué curioso, se ve como como los antiguos, tío. Se ve súper curioso el juego. Se ve guapísimo, la verdad.
This isn't hell. Oh my world. What is this place?
Nioh 3. No, este es el... Oh. ¿Dónde sale ahora el nombre? Toma.
We both want the same thing, Musashi. But there's only room for one at the top. And it won't be a coward who runs from jewels.
Onimusa, puede ser. Onimusa. Qué bien se ve, tío. Pero es que hasta el año que viene, cago en la hostia, de verdad. Qué rabia.
Sword, which we announced back in December at the TGAs, it is coming in 2026 and will be playable this summer at Gamescom. Now let's completely switch gears. You guys all know I love my puppets.
No, no estoy jugando.
Is one I've been tracking for a few years. As a team at String Studios is using Unreal Engine 5 to create an insane digital puppeteering pipeline. It's actually a thing. What you're about to see is running completely in real time.
¿Qué tal, bueno, tío?
And I cannot wait to play it. Here is an unexpected new game announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
Ezra, acabas de llegar. ¿Qué horas son estas?
Alright, you little sick of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got. What? If you're gonna be champ, we gotta transform. Why are you even here? Don't waste my time.
Ah, sí, ha terminado ya.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Eat bread, crap, burnt toast, carb load. This man is gonna be itself. I've been taking dumps in there all day.
Madre, ¿qué es esto, tío? Curioso el juego, la verdad que para echarte unas risas. Dios. Felt that. Pues mira, me voy a apuntar, hombre. Está el centro comercial y cenando. Bien, tío. ¿Y qué has cenado? ¿Qué habéis cenado?
An ancient white castle deep in the mountains, lost to time and legend. Only the chosen find their way here.
Uy, pizza, qué rica, tío.
The earth, divided yet bound. Wolves and lambs, engaged in a perilous dance of wits. A game where truth...
Pomodoro, aquí no hay de eso.
Enough theatrics. I'll get to the point. Killer Inn is a murder mystery action game. The killers lurk elusively in plain sight. Kill someone and a clue will remain. Hair, fingerprints, blood, clothes. The lambs scramble to find clues, one step closer to unmasking the culprits. Who is guilty will eventually come to light. Wolves win by killing every lamb. Lambs win by booting out every wolf. Such simple rules. But there's so much more to this game of murderous mystery. Complete quests to level up. Buy items with the gold you earn. Loot chests for weapons and armor. Steal items, blow up opponents, poison others, place traps. Discover one of your own is a wolf. Is killing not to your taste? Then you'd better escape the castle. Now the paths to victory are clear. You would do well to remember. Deceit and deduction are your strongest weapons.
No me llama nada la atención.
Your invitation awaits.
Sinceramente.
That was Killer Inn, a 24-player multiplayer game from Square Enix where you compete in a game of life or death using social deduction skills to win. All right, it's hard to believe this next game was first announced at TGA in 2021. And though it's been a while, their recent tech tests prove that some things are definitely worth the wait. I'm of course talking about Arc Raiders. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and we're excited to share a new trailer which will tell you more about the mysteries surrounding the world of Speranza and the long-awaited launch date coming later this year. From Embark Studios, here's the world premiere of the release date trailer for Arc Raiders.
Let your body settle into a slower rhythm. Clear your mind of all distractions. You don't have to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with resourceful friends.
Vale, vuelvo. Gracias, tío. Octubre.
That's right, everyone. Arc Raiders is coming October 30th, 2025 for PC and console. Congrats to Embark Studios. All right, Dune fans, now you can finally step onto the world of Arrakis yourself. Dune Awakening combines the survival and MMO genres with a thrilling cinematic story. It arrives on PC in just a few days on June 10th, but you can play it right now in Steam Advanced Access. Here is a brand new look.
¿Sabes lo que podría sacar un Mad Max, tío? Ah, pues este es el que está jugando Ares al juego de Dune. Pues no sé, se ve mucho mejor aquí que en...
all for naught. Some say time stops for no one. Neither man nor God, living nor dead. Yet what 10 of those who deigned to turn back the hands of fate.
Joder.
To save what remains of our broken worlds, you need only take my hand. Return to the past, where your journey awaits.
Para este año.
Every hero's tale begins with a trial. But the true lead of the story has yet to emerge. Whatever's coming next will not be easy.
I will never forget my cause.
What is more compelling to you, sir?
Just as he once came to me, filling that dark tower with light.
What happened?
So I hear you're looking for someone?
The victors show no mercy to the defeated. People here despise weakness, worship strength, and crave glory. I never doubted that you would end up here.
I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
A rat in the vessel. Such a tiny nuisance. I know all your secrets. And don't come back.
That's Mio, Memories in Orbit, a stunning new Metroidvania platformer that has a demo on Steam you can play right now as part of Next Fest. What you're about to see next is a stop-motion co-op platformer where everything has been crafted by hand. It's called Out of Words, and I'm honored to show it to you today.
Vaya movida, chaval.
Don't you see? We can't.
Come on, follow me.
Out of Words.
What a really unique and different game. This August signals the release of Mafia: The Old Country, the next entry in the acclaimed Mafia franchise from the team at Hangar 13. It's a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld of 1900 Sicily. Here is the Summer Game Fest trailer.
Uy, Mafia. Oh.
Come from someone close. An enemy can't hurt you like a friend.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here.
My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torrisi looks out for people around here. Sometimes a client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to,
teach them a lesson.
Remind them of their obligations.
This is between us and Spadaro.
Where I come from, commitment means everything.
If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be. The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
Enzo! We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business. Miss family, loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
And who are you, Enzo? And if you thought that guy was a stud, just wait till you see this next game.
Puto mafia, tío.
LEGO Voyages captures the creative, hands-on spirit of classic LEGO play and will also support a Friends Pass, just like Split Fiction. Here's the first ever look.
Lego Annapurna. Ah, para 2 jugadores. Hay que jugar en equipo. Voyagers. Eso es una... Bueno, en fin.
I'm Carolyn Lawrence, voice actor for a few familiar faces you might have grown up with on Nickelodeon. Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some with science smarts, and some with serious attitude. Nickelodeon has always been about wild worlds and weirder characters. And while I'm mostly sworn to secrecy today, I am thrilled to have a hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together like never before. I hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Yee-haw!
A great evil would emerge. However, a brave and wise and powerful and ridiculously handsome wizard would call upon his magic powers to summon the most ferocious, most awesome, most totally radical team of adventurers the land had ever seen. They alone would be able to...
It's been almost 2 years since players first stepped into the role of Geppetto's puppet to save the city of Krat from disease and puppet frenzy in Lies of P. Overture is a DLC expansion to Lies of P that transports players back in time with new characters, environments, and of course, imposing enemies and bosses. Here's the exclusive new look.
Madre de Dios, qué asco, tío.
Yes, that's right. Overture is available today across all platforms to play, so enjoy it this weekend. All right, next up, the small video game publisher Serenity Forge, based in Boulder, Colorado, shared this game with me a few months back with a DM that said, Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill. That piqued my interest. I think you might get a kick out of this announcement, too.
I sit at the front of the dinner table where he used to be. My plate's full. Plates of food. Plates of tomatoes. Plates of hay. Plates of angels. Plates of her legs. Beautiful. Broken. Plates of flowers. Plates and plates. The garden is lush and green, and everything's focused. Dinner's ready. There's a hunger that feeds and blooms, and I will feed, and I will bloom.
I wouldn't recommend eating those tomatoes. All right, NCSoft is expanding its Blade & Soul universe. Let's take a look at the rich lore and dynamic action in Blade & Soul Neo, just out on Steam, and Blade & Soul Heroes coming soon.
¿Será que yo todos los juegos los veo iguales, tío, de todos estos, de verdad? A mí este tipo de juegos de verdad, no me interesan ni un poco, tío.
is available today.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Human Creator is now fully integrated into Unreal Engine.
You're seeing me live in real time. Squid Game will be coming to UEFN.
It started with an epic mega grant, and it's now a serious contender for Game of the Year.
That Gusta dive will be exclusively on the Epic Game Store.
We find a way. We altered the course of nature, unleashed genetic power across continents. Now it is up to us to nurture what we have set free, to find hope within this chaos. Well, to help life find a way.
El tercero,
Hi, I'm Celia from Yacht Club Games. 10 years ago, we broke new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight. Today, I'm thrilled to share a world premiere look at our next IP, Mina the Hollower. Mina continues our traditions of refining retro gameplay for a new generation. It's a bone-chilling adventure that it blends intense combat, free roaming exploration, and precise platforming. As Mina, a whip-wielding hollower,
¿Qué pasa, Johnny, tío?
unravel the mystery
¿Qué tal
of
estás?
this island. A decade ago, we unearthed a groundbreaking legend. This year,
Pues mira, yo de momento he apuntado 5 juegos de los que me interesan. El Jurassic World Evolution 3. Acaban de anunciar el Evolution 3 de Jurassic World.
All right, this is a special one. Our next game comes from a well-known developer that has done. Yeah. Kyle Bossman, everyone. Final Bossman. All right, well, let me see what this says. Oh. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means 3 things. Number 1, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And 3, you're gonna do me a solid and skip that Silk Song trailer so you can pimp my revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry probably. A wet one on the lips, comma, Wade. All right, let's take a look.
headband trailer. Hell yeah. Handcrafted with cuddles by the Merc with a MetaQuest. Kick back and bask in the glory of gaming's first quintuple egg tropical farming sim experience. Oh, hi, new friend.
¿Es juego de Deadpool? ¿En serio?
The turd burger of late-stage capitalism and enter a world of VR magic and wonder. You'll care for exotic pets, the elderly, and this fucking thing with hip-hop Satan. Oh, don't worry, he's a fascist. He deserves this big time. This guy's a total dick. What the hell? Who designed this shit? I wiped my ass on this first. You're welcome. Who got the lobotomy with fries? All your dreams of being inside me come true in VR. Spider-Man gets inside.
Deadpool VR.
Get this shit? I'm craving Korean barbecue now. Is that weird? Whoa!
With Neil Patrick Harris as Deadpool. All right. Last year at Gamescom, we announced Dying Light: The Beast, the culmination of a decade of Techland's experience building survival horror games. Kyle Crane is back as the player character in this title.
Se supone que queda una hora todavía, ¿eh?
Let's take a look at the latest trailer with some big news, the release date.
What can you tell me about the Baron?
He's a narcissistic sociopath. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats. God only knows what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
Qué guapo.
I don't care how high his walls are or how big his army is. That fucker will pay for what he did to me. All the years he took from me. All the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Damn right I do!
Una especie de mira. 22 de agosto. Little late.
Kyle, E&F is an old chemical factory south of the city. The Baron's men operate out of there.
Then I'll go there and fucking kill him.
La verdad que este tipo de... se ve muy bien, tío. Gráficamente son muy buenos.
All right. This next game draws inspiration from classic coming-of-age films to capture the highs and lows of adolescence, the bonds of friendship, and the nostalgia of growing up. Mixtape comes from Beethoven and Dinosaur, an Annapurna Interactive, and this is your exclusive new look at this game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
What are we doing?
Joder, la purna, tú estás en dos partes.
Hanging out, getting buzzed. I've got to get out of this place.
At the end of an era, when everything's about to change, it's time to look back on your greatest hits.
Mom, who is it?
One moment. It's the pigs, darling.
Shit!
This year, experience a retrospective like no other. Beethoven and Dinosaur invites you to relive the teenage riot, to spend one last night together before school's out forever. And with a soundtrack this good, it's gonna be one hell of a night. And The Cure. I love The Cure. Experience it for yourself. Mixtape. Nothing but the hits.
I trust you have seen it. A beautiful world where harmony reigns. Will you struggle until your last fleeting moment? Your destinies are sealed. There is no escaping them.
That is why we must end you. Right here and now.
On your guard.
This is gorgeous. Take this. And just getting started. Let's put it into action.
The surge of power. Savor each moment.
Now, get ready. Everyone, are you with me? We will live on in this world. No matter what hardships await. We fight for a future filled with hope. Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
A beautiful game. That was the global announcement of Toa, a new roguelike from Bandai Namco and developer Brownies, a game drawing from classic Japanese art with a whimsical spin on Eastern mysticism. Next, we want to introduce you to a game made by a first-time solo developer in Bandung, Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends, he's built an intense action beat-em-up with brutal hand-to-hand combat set in his hometown. This is Acts of Blood.
They left me with nothing. No justice, no peace, just names on the wall. The hunt isn't over. Not until I kill them all.
Muy yakuza, ¿no?
Bad dot line.
¡Qué buena! Verano de 2026. Es que se van muchísimos al año que viene.
Now it is time for the reveal of the
Se van
next game from
muchísimos, tío.
Montreal-based Tribute Games, the makers of TMNT Shredder's Revenge and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier. If you're like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this reveal.
Que te sea leve, Reyes. Pues eso.
Scott Pilgrim's back with his fists flying in a brand new brawling adventure in EX. You'll battle through space-time and the streets of my hometown of Toronto with Scott, Ramona, and 5 of their former rivals in this online 4-player co-op adventure with a story written by Scott Pilgrim creator Brian Lee O'Malley. All right, we're going to be right back, but first we have a very special message from Maggie Robertson, TGA winner in 2021 for her performance in Resident Evil Village.
Ah, there you are. Wait long. We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer. So enter the village if you dare. We've slashed the price to be lower than ever for you simple little man things. Still thirsty? Worry not, you ungrateful wretch. There's plenty more fun to go around. Now cease this foolishness and make your decision wisely.
Oh, mira, el First Descendant. Le metimos bien horas a este. Ah.
Since the dawn of time, humankind has been obsessed with the hard. Now, a glorious morning has dawned on something that's simply harder. Scum. Your hard just got harder.
What are you doing here?
Come with me.
At first, I thought it was just broken synapses in my head.
Keep your lens feet on.
I've been seeing things. Like a part of me that's been buried down deep feels like it's just knocking to get out. I'll be seeing you around, Charlie. Maybe this is the real me.
Oof.
Diaz, you were a good soldier. I don't want any part of your future. It's activating.
Hitman.
Hi everyone, I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of IO Interactive. We can't wait for you to discover Mindside when it launches on June the 10th from Builder Rocket Boy and IO partners. And yes, you may have noticed Agent 47 will be contracted for a very special assignment in Red Rock City. This week, we finally revealed 007 First Light to the world, and your reactions were heartwarming. It's coming in 2026, but we want to make the wait more exciting. We are bringing someone into Hitman, the World of Assassination, who is very dear to the Bond universe. Let's take a look.
Your target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre, a financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld. He has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable.
I've invited these people for a reason. I know their weaknesses. Mr. Rengang, he's too impatient, and Miss Bai, well, she likes a drink. Don't know about the newcomer, Mr. Smith, though. He's the only wild card. Well, this is turning into an interesting evening.
Welcome to the VIP room here at the Casino Monarchique.
Reaper.
A la lista.
Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Le Chiffre?
There you have it. Hitman and 007 are coming together in a very unexpected way.
We know our players waited a long time for 007 First Light. It's just around the corner, coming out next year. However, Hitman is live right now. So I thought, why wait? And I asked a fellow Danish friend to join me here. As a matter of fact, he is here with us today.
That's right, everyone at Summer Game Fest, please welcome the great Mads Mikkelsen.
Qué grande, tío.
Good to see you, Mads. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for coming to Summer Game Fest. Mads, you are Cliff, but you're also Agent 47's next target.
Qué grande, tío.
The villain we know from Casino Royale.
Yep, that's it. And you know, this is, I've always had a deep love for this character. It's a role that means a lot to me because of a lot of reasons. So when Haggard gave me the chance to step into the shoots of the Schiffer once again, I did not hesitate for 1 second. But this time is a little different. He's more confident. He's dangerous. He's not just a brilliant mind hiding behind a desk. He is visceral, unpredictable, and ruthless. And let's just say this time he doesn't outsource the violence anymore.
So this mission is set in a casino in Paris. We want to make an homage to the movie Casino Royale while keeping surprises for our players. James Bond and Agent 47 have very different set of skills, and the mission will be handled in very different creative ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
So I guess it is not just about the shot, it's about the bluffing around the table this time?
Yeah, sure, exactly. Yeah. It's the Schiffer is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing a chess player to a poker game.
We built the mission to allow several parts, unexpected characters, appearances, and even custom poker mechanics.
Wow, all right, well, when do we get to play this?
That's the best part. We wanted to surprise you, so the team is updating the game as we speak. Le Chiffre, Elusive Target mission starts today in a few hours. For only 30 days, and if you play it, you will unlock a unique reward in 007 First Light.
Amazing. All right. Well, Hakan, Mods, thanks for joining us for Summer Game Fest. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for having
us.
Thank you so much.
All right, great to see you. Great stuff. All right, now here's the announcement of a new party game coming later this year that will delight LEGO fans, made with over 1 million LEGO bricks, 300 minifigures, and over 700 trillion minifigure combinations.
It's Saturday night somewhere, so make some noise for LEGO Party!
Get ready!
For a nail-biting competition.
We're minifigures, Dad. We don't have nails. It's an action-packed contest to collect the most golden bricks.
But will you be helped by friendly krakens?
Or hindered by evil monsters.
Or lightly toasted by a flying lizard with wings?
That's a dragon, Ted. And what about our amazing mini-games, Ted? We've got more of them than you can count.
More than 10?
It's actually more like 60.
Whoa, that's a lot!
With surprises around every corner, anything can happen.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
Okay, but certainly not a giant crab, a mythical king cobra, or Master Wu smashing a crate.
Those were literally just on screen, Ted.
Wow! We've got all that and more in LEGO Party!
La Lego Fiesta.
Whoa, that is looking mighty tasty.
All right, next, a new look at a new team shooter from Dreamhaven and Moonshot Games. 20 players across 5 ships venture into the most treacherous region of space, hoping to get their hands on the artifact. The game is called Wildgate, and the open beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest. And we're also very happy to announce the game will launch on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Let's see what it means to get into some serious space shenanigans.
Ah, otro juego cooperativo.
This feels bad.
Now their ship is flying. Is that the artifact?
Safe with me.
This'll be good.
Good thing that wasn't our ship.
No me va.
I'm proud to reveal to you the next game from Toronto-based Drinkbox Studios, the team behind the Guacamelee series and Nobody Saves the World. They're making a full 3D game that can be played alone or with a friend in co-op. You can find out more during Day of the Devs right after the show, but for now, here is the global reveal of Blighted.
Looking over this decaying world, one can only wonder, how did it all come to this? It began with the ancient rituals, the dead buried with a seed from the trees of memory. Those who ate of the fruit saw the lives they lived and passed their knowledge to future generations until Sorcisto, in his lust for power, consumed the brains of the living, spreading this blight. You harbor it too, I see. Should you fall, pray the vultures consume you before the blight does.
There is more Blighted coming up right after the show in Day of the Devs. All right, next is a first-person survival action horror game from Team Clout. It's a new team of 50 with founders in Canada and Armenia. They partnered with the new Munfish Powerhouse label to bring this insane Unreal Engine 5 game to life with unpredictable monsters and visceral dismemberment. Here is your first look.
Se ve demasiado bien, tío. Oh. Me lo voy a apuntar, pero porque me da un asco.
Right, Mecha Break is one of 2025's most anticipated shooters, with its previous beta amassing over 300,000 concurrent players on Steam and 3 million players in total. In this game, you explore a sci-fi universe and pilot powerful mechs with immersive aerial and ground combat. As a top wishlisted game, players are clamoring to know just one thing: when is the release date? Well, here's Mecha Break's latest trailer with the answer you've all been waiting for.
Growing Martian zones force the Thalassic Federation to advance its Project Enterprise.
In this next title, small-scale players traverse the oversized world around them, filled with local wildlife and hostile machines. Built by a small 8-person studio, this is Infinitesimals.
Epic Games.
Mechanical is approaching.
Vale.
must now face a stark reality. The industrial civilization we were expecting to join is no more.
Whatever it takes, we find a way.
"2026 marks the 30th anniversary of a legendary video game franchise that I think we all know very well. Please check this out.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And to celebrate early, a special message from Takeuchi-san.
マギーさんありがとうございます。カプコン竹内です。皆様のおかげでバイオハザードも30周年を迎えることができました。ありがとうございます。さてお待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、もう少しだけ、あと瞬きするぐらいの間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それではこれからもバイオハザードシリーズよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
I need a glass of wine too. All right. Thank you, Takeuchi-san, for that very special message. We cannot wait for when the time is right to share more leading into the anniversary of Resident Evil. Now it is time for the next big update for a beloved franchise.
Let's rumble. Alex. All right. Viper.
¿Qué es esto?
Street Fighter 6.
¡Pum! Está claro.
Wish list now.
Woo.
That was Last Flag, a new online action game from the new indie studio Night Street Games, which is the ultimate game of capture the flag set in the 1970s. As you saw, the closed alpha will be starting later this year. Next, we have a beautiful new trailer for a Souls-like action RPG game developed in China by Lenzi, Wuchang Fallen Feathers, which is launching on July 24th. Here's a look.
Is this bloodshed really what you wanted? Fate is all set in stone. You can't change how it ends. What will it take to finally awaken you?
Gotta rescue mom. This is what we gotta protect. We cannot choose when people's dreams get snatched up out
Find
here.
Inspector Death, find Rizzo, find Master Kill, find Jizzle, find Method, find Rico, you find Capital, find Ghostface Killer.
Where is the Wu-Tang Clan?
Find them.
Ghostface Killer is calling on you to rescue his Wu brothers. Wu-Tang Rise of the Receiver is a new co-op action RPG with anime-style fighting, and it's the debut title from the 53-member Brass Lion Entertainment. Now, here's a new look at Guild Wars 2, which has new updates, including player housing, and is free to play. This weekend, to celebrate SGF, you can take advantage of double XP all weekend long.
My calling takes me far from home, where shared struggles form fast bonds.
My greatest advantage? Adaptability. Their greatest weakness? Me. My story.
My story is yours.
You're never gonna guess what happened. I took a bullet, I died, I came back. And I met Johnny Silverhand. Chip. Long story.
Here is another game throwing back to a classic animation style. Enter a surreal world where you're a down-on-his-luck outcast who has to battle his inner demons, literally, in this action roguelike. Here's Into the Unwell.
Another relapse, huh? Get well soon. Maybe it's too much for someone like you. Delusional. It won't always be so easy. You still look a little unwell.
Hey guys, I'm Ian Prue, the co-founder of 1047 Games. When we started Splitgate in our dorm room, we just wanted to make a game we could play with our friends, and 20 million of you played with us. Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2. Why? Because I grew up playing Halo, and I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year, and I wish we could have Titanfall 3. With Splitgate 2, we asked ourselves, how would we take portals to the next level? What if you could portal to entirely different worlds? So we combined the action, movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the scale and intensity of something much bigger. Splitgate Battle Royale launches free right now, and it's fucking awesome.
Just look at that water placement, expertly done. This is the epitome of sport. Here, splitting savants and jetpack geniuses. The movement is so fluid, so fast, you can't stop it.
And to complete the comeback, he's going to try. He shoots. He gets the kill. Now that's how you portal.
They're not done yet. They got one. They got another. They're going to do it. They're going to do it all the way. Oh my God!
They did it. They actually did it.
And you're standing on the edge, face up, 'cause you're a natural.
Last man standing. Victory. This is Splitgate.
Now we are honored to showcase the latest project from the talented minds at RGG Studio in Japan.
I'm
name?
Mako. Daito.
Daito. A Jap then, huh?
Don't I look like one?
You're not? So, what are you then?
さあな。俺が知りてえや。
You saw it at TGA last year as Project Century set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now 1943, and knowing RGG, I'm sure more surprises are surely on their way. All right, well, we're almost done here, but we do have one final, very special global game announcement to share with all of you who've been waiting. Today, we've showcased a lot of projects from teams around the world, including many brand new studios, and we're proud of that. But this one comes from a studio that is no stranger to delivering blockbuster games time and again. When I first got a glimpse at this project last summer, I was absolutely blown away by the scale, scope, and ambition of this developer's vision. And while there are many places, really any place, this game could have been revealed, we are so deeply honored that we get to share it with the world right here at Summer Game Fest.
Grace! Grace! Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh,
A mi oficina. Vamos, rápido.
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
Stay close. They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
There you have it, Resident Evil Requiem. And it will be playable to fans this August at Gamescom, where we'll also be hosting Opening Night Live on Tuesday, August 19th. Resident Evil Requiem marks a bold shift for the franchise, both in tone and gameplay, and today's reveal isn't just about survival horror. Expect high-stakes cinematic action too, with much more to share soon leading up to its launch on February 27th, 2026. Amazing. Thank you, Capcom. That was an amazing announcement. Glad we kept it a surprise. All right, that's going to do it for our live Summer Game Fest show. Let's thank our co-host, Lucy James. Didn't she do a great job, everyone? Good job. Lucy got to see the trailer for the first time.
I know. I can't believe it. You kept that so secret.
Very top secret. All good. All right. Well, there's much more Summer Game Fest to come. Make sure to visit summergamefest.com to see a listing of all the digital events this weekend. You can watch and to highlight even more games, including the Xbox Games Showcase on Sunday. And stay tuned online to see coverage of many of the playable games at Summer Game Fest Play Days that's taking place this weekend in LA.
And make sure to stay tuned for Day of the Devs, which is coming up next, with additional new reveals from incredible independent studios around the world and deeper looks at some of the independent games we showcased today. Thanks so much, everyone.
Awesome, and thanks to you, Lucy. Great job co-hosting. All right, that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest. We will see you at Gamescom on August 19th. Thanks, everybody.
Bueno, chicos, el próximo directo será el domingo. El domingo a la mañana, ¿vale? Hasta mañana.